Did you know that energy is what helps everything around us work? Well, today we are going to talk about wind energy. Wind is created because the air warms up differently in different places, and that makes the air move. Wind energy is the power that comes from moving air. We use it to make electricity through wind turbines. It is clean and renewable source of energy. So, join me to learn more about wind energy.
The winds turn the planes of the turbine. The blades move a generator inside, which produces electricity. The stronger the wind, the more energy we get.
Energy is a mirror of human ingenuity, a technology that has traveled from ancient times right up to the age of artificial intelligence. It all begins with motion. Almost 5 years ago, the ancient Egyptians used sails on the Nile of navigation. That wasn't just transport, it was the first harnessing of a natural force. Then, in 7th century, the Persians created the first fixed mill, a simple yet effective vertical axis structure used for irrigation and grinding grain. The windmill arrived in Europe in the 12th century. It became an engine of development. Initially, these were post mills, where the entire structure rotates to face the wind. But the huge breakthrough came with the tower mill in the 4th century. Only the capstone rotated, allowing for much larger and more stable structure. In Holland, the wheel became a tool for civil engineering, draining land to create the famous polders. Wind shifted from being a supplement to being an economic cornerstone. In the late 9th century, wind energy met electricity after Brush's invention in 1888. The history took a crucial turn. Denmark became the epicenter of early wind power. The Danish engineer Paul Lacour proved that turbines with fewer high-speed blades were far more efficient than the old multi-bladed mills. In 1891, he used his turbine to electrify a school, laying the groundwork for the modern design.
Some advantages are: the number one, wind is a natural resource that constantly regenerates. The number two, clean energy. It doesn't produce emission of polluting gases. The number three, it is a safe energy source. The number four, the first investment may be high, but operating costs are low, and technology has reduced production costs. The number five, the wind energy industry creates green jobs in different areas. The last advantage is the wind energy is compatible with other forms of energy.
Turbines produce noise that can be bothersome for people living near wind farms. Wind farms are often located far from consumption centers, requiring additional infrastructure to transport the electricity and potentially leading to energy losses. The installation and the maintenance of wind turbines and associated infrastructure require considerable investment.
Energy is only generated when there is wind, and wind can be variable or insufficient, affecting the continuity of supply.
The Eólica del Sur plant in Oaxaca is one of the most important in Mexico. It is located in the municipalities of Juchitán de Zaragoza and El Espinal and has an installed capacity 396 megawatts, generating energy for more than 700,000 families. It was the first wind project in Mexico to hold consultation with the region's indigenous communities. And their Reynosa wind farm is the largest in Mexico and is one of the most important in Latin America. It is located in the state of Tamaulipas and has an installed capacity 424 megawatts. This means it can produce enough clean energy to supply more than 777,000 homes.
In the future, wind energy will become more important. New technology will create stronger and cheaper turbines that can produce more electricity. There will also be wind farms in more places, including offshore areas, making clean energy easier to obtain.
We all can help the planet by supporting wind energy and other clean sources. Remember to clean all the public spaces and do not throw trash. Let's keep our planet safe. I'm going to tell you some tips to support the planet. First, reduce, reuse, and recycle. You can reduce your consumption of food that you don't need, or you could recycle something that has different uses. For example, the water bottles, you could recycle them. As well, try to invest on clean energies. For example, solar energy. You could install some solar panels at your home. As well, the third tip will be try to use transportation. Well, try to use transportation that has not damage on the planet. For example, you can walk or you can use the bicycle instead of using the car.